Hello, welcome to my tiny easel. I'm going to show the process of painting a pumpkin on a tiny 4x4 masonite panel that I've already done an underdrawing for and sealed with matte medium. So I'm just going right in with the painting. I'm using oil paint and mostly this Princeton Imperial brush. It's just a soft brush. I like soft brushes, so that's what I'm using. And I typically like to just paint around the painting, especially when it's something this small. I don't have a lot of set strategies when painting, and there are definitely ways that I'm continuing to improve, so don't come for me if I do something silly. Also, my camera isn't the best, so I appreciate your patience while I figure out how best to film my process. I've always really enjoyed watching others painting and being able to see how they make their marks, so I figured it may be interesting to record my own as well, even just for myself, to see how my process differs and how I can maybe improve my own mark making. So this channel is definitely intended to be more of a learning journey while I figure out what exactly it is that I think I'm doing here. Especially during this painting, I've been starting to feel a bit limited with my limited palette. I use sort of a common palette with a warm and cool version of red, yellow, green, and blue, along with white, black, and burnt sienna and umber. But in this instance, I definitely struggled trying to get a pumpkin-y orange, which I think I could have avoided if I had gotten out a tube of orange, which I definitely own, but just decided that I didn't want to use for some reason. I guess I can give a bit of info about myself. I've been painting since my art school years. I think I started in 2014 with oil. Actually, I started with gouache, but we won't talk about that. And I used oil for a few months, but quickly switched to acrylic since I found oil to be a bit too inconvenient for carrying back and forth to class, and I also endured the early oil wonder of having all my paintings look like mud soup. And I feel like acrylic was a bit easier for me to make paintings look like actual shapes rather than amorphous blobs. But eventually, after years of using acrylic, I decided it was holding me back a bit too much, so I've been back using oil paint for the last 6 months or so. So I'm technically still pretty new to oil specifically, but I have about 8 years of painting experience altogether, so I've also worked in art supplies for years, so I have a fair bit of technical product information too. So I think I'm in a better position than other oil painting infants. I'm going to play out the rest of this painting now, which I hope you enjoy. So if you're not an infant and you want to know more about my process or have any questions or things you'd like to see on this channel, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you back here at the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, issues, problems, anything, I don't know, whatever, let me know in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see more of my art process and content, make sure to follow me on Instagram. Bye!